What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Saturday, March the 11th, 2023. This is going to be a short video on Mainet, our newest platform that has just come to the channel. I want to just give a little bit of perspective, just a little bit of where I am on this. You know, I've seen some comments come through and some people have had some things to say, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. But I want to remind a few people about some things, all right? So I just want to get into it just a little bit today. It won't be long, but hopefully it'll be strong. Before we get started, I want to remind all of you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by that WhatsApp man, all right? Because if you get your money, there's nothing I can do to help you. If he reaches out to you and says, reach out to me on WhatsApp, that is not me, has not been me, will never be me. All right, so just want to make sure that I'm clear on that. All right, so let's get to the Mainnet scenario. This is a new platform. Of course, there are some people that come out and said, hey, I'm not too impressed by this. Hey, you know, what is this? Or the CEO pictures look like they've been pretty much grabbed from Adobe Photoshop and all this different stuff, and which could be true, may or may not be true. We've seen many playing platforms in this space use stock photos and actors and different things of that nature. And I'm hoping that's not the case with this company. However, there is a very specific reason that I am a part of Mainet. The main specific reason is because of who else is tied to it, all right? And of course, it's been 2 for 2 with the platforms that this person has been tied to. And I'm willing to take a shot on the number 3. Now, that person that I'm mentioning, of course, is Jan Gregory. Jan Gregory is, and I don't think he's come out and said this just yet, but people close to him have already started sharing this with their people. And quite honestly, it doesn't, for me, necessarily have to check all the CEO boxes and this has to be real and that person has to be real and all that. It doesn't necessarily have to check all those boxes for me to decide that I want to deposit my own crypto into it. Now, that's something that I always do first, okay? So I'm never telling anybody what to do. I'm not telling y'all need to join Mainnet. I'm not saying make an account. I'm not saying anything. As a matter of fact, if this doesn't match the things that you have set up for your own risk management strategies, don't do it. Just don't do it. Stay away from it. Ignore the videos that I do on it, or just chime in to watch and see if I lose my 10 grand or not. You know, whatever you want to do. But what I am going to be choosing to do is I'm going to see what this can do. All right. And of course, those of you that are out there that you're looking at this and you may be like, well, you know, BOJ, you've promoted much better platforms than this. I was like, well, did we know they were much better platforms before we started? Did we know CoinMarketBull was going to pull in over $1 million in turnover? Did we know that MAXPREAD was going to be continuing to crank it out like it is right now? Did we know that crypto program was going to inch its way into our top 5? Did we know that NOVATECH was going to be what NOVATECH turned into when we first jumped into NOVATECH? Or what about funds? Or what about VORTIC? Or what about all these other paying platforms like VALIDUS and all these platforms that are out here like VIDILOOK? You know, VIDILOOK was probably the less impressive looking one, and it has paid me in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, almost triple what I've put in it. Easy. So sometimes it's not always about how it looks. Sometimes it's not always about how it smells and, you know, how it makes you feel. Sometimes it's all about cranking out that crypto. And what I plan on doing from this, even if it's just by myself, y'all understand, I'm not telling anybody what to do. So if nobody, absolutely nobody, decides to join and put any money in this, my goal is to still be cranking out that crypto and getting my return back, because I did deposit 10 grand, right? And that's pretty hefty, all right? For most of you guys, 10 grand, you're like, I ain't putting 10 grand in no platform. You kidding me? You joking? Well, that's just kind of where I am right now. So, and glory to God for that. But I will say this. This is what I will say. Everyone needs to make their own decisions. If this is a platform you choose to join, that's perfectly fine. Good luck to you. If this is not a platform that you choose to join, that is perfectly fine and good luck to you. We will always be talking about all the different platforms that we're involved in here. And some we talk about more than others, of course. I have to go back and kind of look at some of the ones I haven't talked about in a little bit of time. But we kind of stay with the ones that are, the popular ones, and of course the ones that are paying us the most, right? We've talked about them more often. We've got a long docket of paying platforms, though. And we're hoping that Mainet stays on there as long as possible. But if not, then we lick our wounds and we continue to move on and keep going. We find other paying platforms, all right? This is going to be one that maybe doesn't pay as high as some of the rest, but it is one that I like the prospects in. I like the opportunity in, and because I like it, I choose to move how I move. Now, everybody doesn't have to move how I move, all right? Some people can't move how I move, and that's just okay. It's perfectly fine. What I want everyone to really grasp is figuring out what their own risk management strategy is. What is it that keeps you safe in this space? What is this that keeps you profitable in this space? Is it deciding to put a low amount and then just earning and earning until you get your money back? Is it deciding to put in an amount and then sharing it with people to make your money back while you're earning passively as well, active and passive earning at the same time? Are you just a person that looks for things that you can just promote and not put any money in? You know, everyone has their own strategies. I'm not here to tell you what's right and what's wrong, but what I'm here to do is show you what I do. All right, and what I do first is always put my skin in the game. I do a little bit of research. I do the research that I feel is going to help me make a decision. And, you know, when you've got big networks a part of a platform, it adds to the sustainability of the platform, all right? And if things all go to crap, then we lick our wounds and we move on. We understood our risk management. That 10,000 that I put in here, I'm willing to lose in order to gain, period. That's how I see it. Everyone ain't gonna see it that way. So I just wanted to make sure that was out there before we start talking about Mainnet too deep. And, you know, people start coming at me like, hey, BOJ, I saw this, I saw that. That's fine and dandy. You don't have to join. I'm not asking anybody to join it. All I'm saying is this is what I'm doing, and people are gonna make their own decisions. They're gonna make their own decisions. So I encourage everyone making their own decisions. This is why I constantly say over and over and over like a broken record. I'm not here to tell y'all what to do. I'm just showing y'all how I am cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more, nothing less than that. Now, with that being said, please put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you. This is one of them, and put it on your wallets as well, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit subscribe. You want to be notified, hit the bell. If you get scammed by that WhatsApp man, there's nothing I can do to help you. So don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, please, sir, and please, ma'am. All right? This is Mainet. We're continuing to see what it does for us. We'll have our first full week of earnings next week, and we're excited about that. With that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.